Well, good morning, everyone. How are you guys? Uh, I am so excited to be here with you guys today. I'm Denyse with Artist at Heart, and I want to talk to you about some of my favorite Amazon finds right now. So I am going to start first because I am having a slow start and I need some coffee. So, you guys, this is how I start my day. It's taken a little longer today for whatever reason, but I don't know if you guys have heard of these, but they are awesome. So Vital Proteins, you guys, they are on a great sale right now on Amazon Prime. But I start my day every day with coffee. You can drink coffee hot, cold. You can add it to actually any beverage that you want. You can add it to water. But this is my favorite. So it's very fine, powdery collagen protein with peptides, right? So a full serving is 2 scoops, but I'm going to start with 1 scoop. I usually put 1 scoop in my coffee and then I add another scoop later. But a serving is actually 2 scoops. Look at it dissolved and I didn't even stir it. So it's super light and no flavor. But look, I scooped it in there. It's already gone. I do stir it, but you don't even need to. Okay. And there you have it, right? You would never know it's in there. So it's flavorless. So good. And I have to tell you, sometimes you wonder if things really work or if they really don't. So it's not like you're going to use it once and you're going to notice a difference, right? You have to use it for a while. Let me just say maybe after about a month I noticed a difference. I noticed a difference in my hair, my skin, and my nails. Okay, so again, those are really, really important things. But where I really noticed a difference was in my joints. Okay, so sometimes I get joint pain. Okay, for all those young people out there, this might be what's coming to you. So, yoga really helps my body feel great, and so does Pilates. So, this again, it was very subtle over a course of a month of having it. Take it 2 scoops every single day. I ran out and I was like, I don't even know if that's working or not. And then I started noticing really in my hips. My hips, I started noticing a little bit more, not quite feeling like they were. And then I was like, what have I done that's different? And I stopped taking it. So again, it was a gradual, after about a month, I really started noticing a difference in my hair, my nail, my skin, my feeling of my body. And then, again, I started adding it back on. It's a great deal right now. Cheaper than Costco, you guys, on Amazon. Get it today, yesterday, and today if you're watching live. Excellent, excellent, excellent product and great deal. So I highly recommend you guys grab it now. And they stay great. So you can, again, they're not going to expire. So I would probably grab a few. This one, oh my gosh. You guys, this one is good till January 26th of 2027. Okay. So I would, while they're on sale, get a bunch of them. They'll stay. And again, it's super, super, super light, thin. I'm gonna stick my finger in here. All right, look at. Can you see that? Can you see how fine the powder is? I don't want to waste it though. But it's super fine. It has no taste at all. Okay. So let's see. And it's got so for 2 scoops, I gotta talk about my glasses, but I can't read. I'm nearsighted. So 2 scoops, 70 calories, 18 grams of protein, 110 grams of milligrams of sodium, and 20 grams of collagen peptides. So again, it's really, really awesome that it's paleo and keto friendly and grass-fed, pasture raised. Those are really important. You don't want, like corn-fed products because blow you. All right, I got enough blowing up here. But again, this is something that you definitely want to add to your life as you get older. For all our young bucks out there, you start to lose collagen, right? And as you start to lose collagen, the elasticity in your skin, neck, arms. All right, let's just not let's focus on the positives, but those are things to come if you're a young buck. But for all my friends out there who may be closer to my age, this is what you want to add to your day. Again, I drink a little bit of coffee, actually at least 2 cups a day. This is a large one. Today I'm starting a little slower, so I have a feeling, but I added 1 scoop to this, and then I'll have another scoop somewhere in my day. Always with me. Makes a huge difference. Definitely. All my friends were texting me yesterday. Does that stuff really work? Because they saw me talking about it. Does that stuff really work? Is it better than the capsules? Blah, blah, blah. This is my favorite. This is the one where I noticed a difference. Okay. I noticed a difference with this stuff in my life. So I can't say enough about it. All right. So I do want to get my contacts in. I want to talk to you guys about my glasses, you guys. So before I get to an art project today, I want to talk to you guys about my Tiffany glasses. Did you know that Tiffany made glasses? So I was shopping online. Can you guys see that? I don't I don't wear glasses that often, okay? But I know lots of people do. Lots of people have really fun, trendy glasses, okay? So I was like, all right, maybe I'll wear glasses more if I get some really cool ones. But I how do you work out with glasses? How do you do Pilates with glasses on? I get all sweaty. They slide down my nose. Well, anyway, so I really live in my contacts a lot. But as I'm getting older, I definitely need to wear my glasses more. So these, who knew Tiffany made glasses? I didn't until I started looking for some fun glasses. Really, really beautiful. I love the way they fit. They're super comfortable. And then they have the classic Tiffany blue, right? And then the Tiffany and Company, I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see it says Tiffany and Company on the side? Not that I'm vain or anything, but if I'm going to wear Tiffany, I might as well say it. So very clear. They fit my face. I like the cat eye design. I like the classic, very fun, right? Fun, classic Tiffany look. Next, I'll have to go get some bling to go with it. I actually don't wear a lot of jewelry. I'm an artist. I'm kind of messy, and I end up just not wearing jewelry too much. But this is my bling right here, my Tiffany glasses. So that again on Amazon, what a steal! So you guys, you get your frames on Amazon, and then you take them to your doctor and have them put the glass in, right? So again, when I take these off, so I'm nearsighted, so everything in the distance is blurry. But as I'm reading stuff, right, as I'm reading this, I've got to go like this. What? Because I'm nearsighted. So I don't have bifocals yet. Don't even say it. I know you're thinking about it, but I'm not there yet, right? So I actually have multifocal contacts, which I'm going to do. I'm going to pop in a minute, but I just wanted to show you guys these. All right, sorry. I'm running a little late today. I haven't put any makeup on yet. I put on my glasses. I got my coffee and my collagen powder. Maybe I'll wear my glasses for a little bit today. I don't know if you guys have noticed, or if you're a little older, the more you wear contacts, the more your eyes kind of get dried out through the day. They say you're not supposed to wear your contacts 24/7 because your eyes need to breathe. So I'm giving my eyes a chance to breathe, and I'm showing you these fun Tiffany glasses, okay, to boot. So anyway, love these things. Definitely recommend them. All right. So what else did I buy on Amazon? You guys, I've been shopping quite a bit on Amazon. All right, so let me talk to you guys now that I'm done with my Tiffany. I'm gonna keep them on for a while. Yesterday I took them off and popped in my contacts, but today I'm gonna keep them on. So before I didn't put my makeup on yet. Oh boy, where did I put my makeup? I just had it. Oh, there it is. It's over there. So I'm gonna put my makeup on just to show you guys the difference. This is makeup free, but I got my glasses on. Hold on, it's over here. I tried to get organized before I went live, and I wanted to drink my coffee with you guys, right? It's coffee time, coffee and protein. All right. So I'm just sharing you. This is how I start my day, right? Start my day with some coffee, with some protein powder. I already washed my face. I didn't want to stand here and wash my face with you guys, but I thought I would share my makeup with you. So once upon a time, I worked in the mall selling makeup. Actually, it was really fun. So I kind of look at makeup like an art form. So I love applying makeup. I like making people up, and I like putting makeup on myself, right? So this is one of my favorite products. I've used this for years. It comes in this really, really nice compact, and it's kind of a thick compact because the top half has the Studio Fix powder. So it's like a combination of powder and foundation, although it's dry. It's not wet at all. It's a dry powder. And underneath here, you just push that, is the sponge, the applicator. So you guys can wash these applicators. You can buy extra applicators, or you can apply it with a brush. If you like to apply your makeup with a brush, you can do that too. But even though it says it's a combination of foundation and powder, it is a powder. It's just covering, right? So I just want to show you. So I do have a little mirror in here, just, nice to throw in your purse. All right, I'm going to take off so again, I'm nearsighted, you guys, so I can't see, but I want you to be able to see the difference. All right, we got to cover these things up. You see that? Can you see the difference? Now I am tan. Whew. Are you guys tan this summer? I have been wearing sunblock, okay? Can you see the difference? Now, believe it or not, in like a minute, it won't look so powdery white. Now this is a C3. So they come in different colors. I don't change my color. Like I always try to stay with the C3 because I'm trying not to get too dark. Again, sun's not really good for you. I always wear the SPF 50. All right, that's all I'm going to put on right now because I want you guys to see the difference. So I'm going to blend it in a little bit more, but it is a powder. It's just really covering and it looks nice. And all right, so I just did like that. So, all right, I'll finish putting it on. So I love putting on makeup, and I love making people up too. I used to do it for weddings all the time. And I won't tell you the line that I work for. I did not work for MAC. This just ended up being one of my favorite products. So I like it because I don't look dry and chalky. It doesn't like go into all my crevices. Now, my body is a little bit more tan than my face, so I like to like kind of blend it up and down. And I really didn't bring my other makeup in here, so you guys are going to have to bear with me for a little bit without makeup. I usually like to put a little lipstick on too. Maybe a little blush. But we're going to go there. There's my Studio Fix. And we'll just deal with, okay, now my forehead looks tan, right? All right, good enough. I'll cover my forehead up with my bangs. But you get the idea. It's really, really a good product. So keep that in your purse all the time. Looks really, really good on, especially when you take your time and you're not on camera, right? Trying to make yourself up. That's all I have on right now. My Tiffany glasses and now my MAC. So that's Studio Fix. And again, just snap it closed. So the pad that's in there, the case has holes on the bottom so it can breathe. So it never gets nasty and like, from all the oils in your skin. So, and you can wash it also, but it is breathable, which I really, really love also. This does not make me break out, and I am actually very sensitive. So that's a must have always in my purse is the MAC Studio Fix. All right, what else I want to talk about my dress. I just got this. So I got this dress for a wedding this summer. All right, and I liked the color of it. And I can't go back any further or I'll fall out the window. Super comfortable, okay? And it's stretchy. And it ties in the back. You see that? Right there. But it's very, very breathable. And so I like the length of the sleeves. I like the 3/4 length sleeves. So here's why I like, even in the summer, 3/4 length sleeves. Sometimes when I go to a wedding or anywhere, let's say we go to a restaurant and we end up sitting inside, it's freezing, freezing. Or how about hotels, you guys? When you go to a hotel and the hotel is freezing and it's like, okay, it's the middle of summer and I don't want to walk around with a sweater, right? Or a jacket. Does that happen to you guys? So I like to wear something with sleeves for that reason. Okay. Plus, then if I'm sitting outside and it's warm, I don't want my arms or my shoulders to get fried from the sun. So I always find it the most comfortable if I have either like a short sleeve to here or like a 3/4 length sleeve. Very comfortable. And then that way I'm not freezing or sweating depending on the climate. I don't know why they keep it so cold though. So I think they want people to be cold while they're eating because it's I don't know, but like you get into a hotel, you walk in the door and it's like 50 degrees. You got to be kidding me. So you just keep it, like a nice comfort. What do you think comfortable temperature would be? 70, 72? I think. I mean, what do you guys keep your air at? I think I keep my air in my house on at 72. I find that comfortable. Anyway, this would be a great dress, whether it's winter or summer, right? So I thought the color was really pretty. Again, I could wear this any time of the year, and it has a tie in the back. All right, you guys. It's stretchy, and later. So here, I'll stand on my tippy toes. Actually, can you see that? So it comes right to my knee. It comes right to my knee, and let's just say this pretty swag here. And it's all one piece, right? It's all one piece. But this swag hides what's going on here. All right. So, in other words, whether I'm standing or sitting, this is a nice, flattering look to slim my appearance. All right. Because I'm going to sit down and eat a bowl of pasta and I just want to be comfortable, but I still don't want, you know what I mean? So, I just think this is nice. A pretty color blue. It ties in the back. And I'm wearing, you guys, this is an extra large. I am 5 feet 9 inches tall. So again, and for me, it is the perfect length on my arms and the perfect length on my leg. So it hits right at my knee. Okay. And it's really soft, breathable, and comfortable. And again, I'm really, really sensitive. So it doesn't make me itch. I cannot wear things that make me itch at all. It's very smooth. The color's nice. Again, it's very light. So I would wear this in the summer and the fall because it's not very heavy. So if I wore it in the winter, I might be a little chilly. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. Okay. It gets cold here in Cleveland, Ohio. So I would definitely say spring, summer, fall. You could wear it in the winter, but I probably would wear a sweater because it's not that heavy. Depending on where you live. Now, if you live in Hawaii or Florida, Arizona, you can wear it all year. But I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. I don't think I'd truck out in the snow in this dress. But it is pretty, and it's a cool color. So there you have it. Okay. Now, not that I would wear these with the dress, okay? I'm not wearing these shoes with the dress. These shoes, you guys, all right. If you don't know, I'm an artist, so there's a little bit of paint on these shoes. And now I have a notification on my computer. Okay. So pardon the paint, but I live in these things, you guys. So I am an artist and an art teacher. You may have seen these dance goes, and if you haven't yet, you'll see them. I want you to start paying attention. Nurses wear them. Hairdressers wear them. Teachers wear them. Okay. I wear them. And I have I'm going to say probably 20 pair of dance goes around my house. So these are the black basic, the white paint that comes from wearing them. Okay. That's just stuff that I've splattered on them today. I haven't washed them off, but they're leather. And here's why people that are on their feet all the time wear them. First of all, they're super high quality and they're super comfortable. When I don't wear these, my body feels it. So there's the arch support in here, right? And by the way, I have a big foot. Okay, you guys, if you're like, oh my God, that's a Herman Munster foot. So I'm a large woman. You guys, I have a size 11 foot, and I will tell you that these fit me amazing. So these are European sizing. So when you order your size, the 11 is comparable to the 42. So I have 42. These are 42, but I'd rather say size 11 because 42 sounds scary, right? All right. So if you're on your feet all day long, this is what you want to wear. Any dance clothes, and they come in so many cool, fun colors. They come in patent leather. They come in, this is like black flat leather. I have these in black patent leather. I have fun designs, but I just wanted to grab just one set for you guys. They do make you taller, okay? And they are waterproof. The most important thing is you're going to notice a difference in how you feel. So I do art festivals where I'm working on my feet for 15 hours, setting up, tearing down. I have very nice, expensive other shoes, and these outdo them all. Okay. So again, just start paying attention when you go. I don't want you to like look for nurses. I don't want you to go to the hospital, but you're going to see nurses wear these. You're going to see hairdressers because they're on their feet all day long, and you can literally live in these things, and your feet and your body will thank you. So I have many pair of these. I have sandals, and my sister, who is also a teacher, she has them. But I'm telling you, they're more comfortable than tennis shoes. I do not power walk in these. Like, I don't go work out in them, but I do wear them for like a 12-hour work day, a festival, when I'm doing a festival outdoors, when I'm doing a paint party, right? And these are also, I'm going to tell you guys, the toes are really hard. Maybe I've dropped things on my feet. So I'm kind of like a bull in a china shop. I'm messy, right? And so later on, I'm going to have to figure out a way to make it longer so you guys can see my feet. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I'm in another room because usually I'm painting right here, and I want to be up close so you guys can see what my foot looks like on the camera. I'll figure it out. So now I forgot what I was talking about, but anyway, if I had to tell you like one thing in my life I can't live without, it would be my dance goes, because my body feels the difference. That's the most important thing. My body feels the difference. Now I know what I was going to tell you. Last summer, I wore sandals to a paint party, and I dropped a jug of paint on my toe. It hurt. It was a big jug of paint. I lost my toenail, and I promised myself I was never wearing sandals again while I was working. I don't know if you guys have ever had that, but anyway, and because I am messy and I drop things a lot, and that's why you see some paint on here. These have hard toes. So if you drop something, your feet are protected. You guys, your feet are the core. Like, that's what connects you to the earth, right? Your feet impact your entire body. So I like to say, think of it like shock absorbers, like your car. You would not drive your car around without shocks on it, right? So that's how I feel my dance goes are. When I walk around without my dance goes on, my body feels the impact of it, okay? So when now I'm not going to wear these dance goes with this dress, okay? I have other dance goes for that, like with a heel. But these are my work dance goes that I live in. Again, they look awesome with jeans. I would not wear anything long. So these are meant for like long pants over them. You don't want to wear a skirt. You don't want to wear capris, right? You want to wear like a long jeans. So I wear my dance clothes with usually long jeans when I'm doing something work related. But again, I feel like they completely change my posture, the impact on my body as I'm walking. It just feels so much better, and I can wear these and work 12 to 15 hours and feel great. When I don't, the next day, I feel my body. Where I feel my joint pain is usually in my hips. My feet can get a little achy, but you guys just, again, think that your feet can impact your entire body. And I will tell you, as popular as they are, flip-flops, no good. And I have flip-flops too, you guys, but you might as well be barefoot, because there is no protection other than hot sand. There's no real protection on your foot when you're running around in flip-flops. And I know kids do it too, but at my age, I need more support for the impact as I'm walking. So again, if I had a chair here, let me see if I could actually do this. You guys are gonna laugh. Let me see if I can get my foot up in the air. Let me hold on to the window here. All right, so you can see how much taller they made me. Can you see? Can you see? And again, that's my size 11 foot, but these are European, so it's a 42. Here, I'll tell you a funny shoe story before we move on. Okay. So I went to Spain a few years ago and they lost my luggage. Okay. So I had a pair of shoes on that I was traveling in and they got wet because it was raining a lot. And I needed another pair of shoes. I was getting blisters. My shoes were wet. My luggage was lost. Can I tell you that in Spain, they did not have shoes that fit me? They didn't make it. You're a large woman. So I actually, this is so embarrassing. I mean, I know they looked at me like, oh, we don't make shoes your size. So they were all like this big. They were very cute and very sweet. But you guys, it was embarrassing. I had to buy men's shoes when I was in Spain because I needed new shoes and I had no idea where my luggage was. And they didn't either. So anyway, so for a day or two, I wore some men's shoes. And then luckily my luggage showed up with my Danskos in them and threw those men's shoes away. But it wasn't very attractive. So, all right, I can't say enough. Again, if I had to tell you guys something I can't live without, it would be my Danskos. I can work longer. I feel great. I can be on my feet all the time. So those look great with jeans, all right? And they're durable, super durable. All right, let's move on, you guys. So now you know I'm like a bull in a china shop. Actually, I'm going to keep so even now, because you guys can't really see me, I might, again, the dress and the Danskos don't go together. So try not to do that combination. But I'm going to put them on because again, it's going to support me while I'm here on camera. It's rather than me standing here barefoot, even though I'm on carpeting, it's going to give me a nice support. You guys should always have shoes on in your house. Did you know that? All right, I'm going to go back to my shoes one more time. You should always have shoes on even in your house. So like a nice pair of house shoes. Do you know that most injuries happen to your feet in your house? Have you ever been running around your house and you like stub your toe on the corner of a chair or the wood and you go through the roof, right? You're like, ah, that hurts, right? So that's literally when people break their toes or hurt their feet, usually running around the house barefoot. So even when you're in your house, you should have some type of shoe on your foot, like a house shoe, right? But my Danskos, because again, I have many of them in every room of the house. So usually I try to wear them in the house again, because it feels better on my body. Okay, so now let's go to my OtterBox. This is something else, you guys, that has protected my cell phone for years. Being that I am a bull in a china shop and I'm a messy artist, I've never tried to pretend otherwise. My family knows from the time I was a very young child, my mother tried to keep me neat and clean. My other two sisters were always neat and tidy. And my mother would, get me dressed. And within 5 minutes, I was dirty. So hi, Geraldine. Geraldine's on here. Hi, friend. We went to an Amazon event together and we sat together and presented about Amazon, being an Amazon creator. So anyways, good morning to you too. So we're all learning from each other and streaming together. And usually, you guys, I'm doing art classes, which I will do later today. So if you love art and you love watching, creating, I'm going to create with you. But I wanted to first share with you some of my favorite things, like drinking coffee in the morning, like my glasses, like my dress, like my OtterBox. These are just some of the things, right? My art supplies that I get on Amazon. It's just amazing how much stuff that we get on Amazon. And one of the things that I learned, so I did this conference in Orlando. It was an Amazon event for influencers, which I like to say we're creators because we're always creating, right? And if you guys, let me just tell you real quick, I'll tell you my story. This is why I was asked to come to the Amazon event and tell my story. So I like to consider myself an accidental entrepreneur, okay? And what that is to me is, so I'm an artist. I was an art teacher in the city of Cleveland for 20 plus years, and I wanted to start my own business, like my own paint and sip business. And I was doing summer festivals and corporate events and teaching people how to paint, and we were drinking and having a great time. And hi cookbook divas. You guys, I love seeing all the people that I know. It's so much fun, right? So I am I'm teaching at these paint parties, and I had about 2,000 followers on social media, mostly mothers and grandmothers from the community. And when COVID hit, everyone was freaking out, right? Including me. I mean, what's COVID? And so they were like, what are we going to do with our kids? And I am a certified Ohio art teacher. So I said, just online, I said, do you guys want me to teach some free online courses for your kids to keep them busy? And they shared it. So I went over the weekend. This was when COVID hit. I went from 2,000 followers to 30,000 followers. I'm going to go back to my dress just so I can. Okay. So I went from 2,000 followers to 30,000 followers in like 48 hours. And I had no idea what I was doing. I had never gone live before. I taught in Cleveland. I taught art for 20 years. I can teach art. Technology is a whole nother game, right? I'm like, so I actually had so many people help me pull it off. I was on the news, and then Monday, March 16th was my very first live art class. We had 20,000 people watching. It was crazy. And I was just, having fun and painting online with people. And the first few days were the most views. It was super fun. And then after that happened, everyone wanted a supply list, right? And I was thinking, oh, COVID's going to last a week. It's going to be a week, and I can do this for a week. Well, I'm still doing online classes, you guys. The thing that people were always asking me was, can I have a supply list? Can I have a supply list? And I would say, use whatever's in your house, you guys. It's COVID. Just if you grab some crayons or markers or color pencils, paint, whatever you have, just grab it and create with me. Let's have fun and relax and just, have fun art, not fine art. Well, they kept asking for supply lists. So one of the people that was helping me, Jim Fuse, shout out to Jim Fuse, you guys. Jim Fuse, he was helping me pull off this technology piece, and he is an Amazon creator. And so he's like, you need to be on Amazon so you can, tag all your products that you're using and share your art classes. And then people can just go to Amazon and buy them. So you guys, you can buy them, wherever you want. But this makes my life easier and other people's life easier when I'm creating, and I could just tag my favorite, whatever it is. And just so you guys get an idea. So I'm a painter. I love to paint. So I'm constantly creating, paintings, and I do them online, and I'll tag the products. Yesterday, you guys, we did, this one. So if you go back, if you guys thanks for following me, by the way. If you guys follow me, we did this one live yesterday. So this is our little beach girls, right? And these are 16 by 20 canvas, but I use all different sizes. So that's what I do. I'm an artist and a painter. I got on Amazon to sell not my art products, but just art products because people wanted to know what to use. They really had no idea. And now I've been doing it for, since COVID, about a couple of years. So I've met so many people, you guys. It's super fun and exciting. Okay, so that's my story. Now, I was going to tell you guys about my OtterBox. Okay, so this is my OtterBox. You can't buy it with the paint on it. That's my paint. Again, just like my shoes. So that's why I love it. Again, I'm not proud to say I have dropped this phone 100 times. I'm not proud to say it has been submerged in water, but it has happened. So I have an iPhone 12, And the most important thing for me and my business, so I still do in-person paint parties, right? So I do in person and I do virtual. When I'm doing in person, I videotape them, I do live video, and I do a lot of photographs just with my camera. So the people will be like, here, can you take our picture? And I'm like, let me use my phone because I usually have paint all over my hands. Again, if you go back to tomorrow, well, if you look at yesterday's live video, you'll see I'm covered in paint, and I usually am. And I am going to do a painting in a little bit because that's what I do. But so this is my saving grace for my cell phone. And it's actually yesterday I took it. Yesterday when I was live, I took the cover off and I ended my live stream. So you guys, just so you know, I have my live stream on Amazon going on here so I can see the comments and I can see what's going on in the carousel. So yesterday I took my OtterBox. It's super easy to go on and off, right? But it protects it. I know kids don't like their phone cover. They like to see the Apple phone. How many of you guys have had your kids break their cell phone because they won't put a cover on it and then it breaks like that because they drop it? Done, right? You probably have insurance. If you have kids, you have insurance on your cell phones, but still, I would just make them have a cover. There's clear ones too, but this one, I like this color. It is heavy. It is strong. Most importantly, it protects my phone. Okay. So I can't say enough. Mine is the Defender. OtterBox do make different kinds, and you're going to pay a lot more in the cell phone store. So on Amazon, you guys, it's all right. Sorry, pardon my eyes. $32.84. $32.84. So today, you guys, it's 45% off. 45% off. That's awesome. All right. So I should order another one, but this is doing its job and it does have paint all over it. So you can't, yours is going to come nice and brand new. I don't want to take it off and show you how easy it is because I don't want to accidentally shut off my stream, which I did yesterday. All right. So let's see what else I got to talk about. I should pop my contacts in so I can see better. Did you guys see this before? My Tiffany glasses. Did you know that Tiffany makes glasses, you guys? So I, look at this. Look at how pretty. So the inside is like the classic beautiful blue that I don't even know what kind of blue I would call that, but it's really, really pretty light blue, the classic blue of Tiffany. So the inside, and these are a cat eye shape, and then they're really comfortable. They don't slide around. That's what I like about them. Oh, I can't stand when they slide down my nose, but they're super comfortable. They don't have those little grippers on the nose, which I like too. You know, those things that leave those indents on your nose. It says Tiffany on the side of it. So I was looking for glasses because I can't live in my contacts all the time. So, which I tend to wear my contacts a lot, but I am starting to wear my glasses more. So today I just wanted to talk about this because, again, I was looking on Amazon for some new fun glasses. I see so many people have different glasses, and I found these on Amazon. Great price, you guys. Again, Tiffany glasses, $102. Come on. You know how much more you would pay for that in the store? And then you just take them to your doctor and they put on the lenses, right? What a deal. So again, they're Tiffany, so $102. But if you go, I think when I went to my optometrist, if you look it up, they were like $300. So that's a great deal. Great savings. And it comes, I forgot my case on my nightstand, but it comes in a beautiful Tiffany case too. So I can't say enough about that. All right, what else do you guys want to know about? I should pop my contacts in. All right, you guys are going to laugh at me. I'm giving you away all my secrets. Now I got to see where I put them. Oh, here they are. Okay. See my teeth? All right. Have you guys ever used these? All right. So all the people that follow me for art, you guys just got to bear with my beauty tips for today. Yes, I use crest weights. People do ask me if I whiten out your teeth. So these are really good if you want to have white teeth. And being that I am a coffee drinker, sometimes I have my coffee black. All right, and you guys, how about red wine? Red wine does not do wonders for your teeth, let me say. And people are like, oh, drink out of a straw. I am not drinking red wine out of a straw, okay? So, and I'm not drinking my coffee out of a straw. I like to have my coffee and sip on my coffee. And I like to drink my red wine. Okay. So, and I don't like white wine. No, too sweet for me. I like a nice Cabernet, nice Merlot, nice Pinot. So, anyway, all I'm telling you is good morning. Hey, Pam. Hey, Tracy. Hi, guys. Thanks for giving me a shout out. All right. So, you guys, I like to drink things that may stain my teeth. Maybe some red wine, maybe coffee. Right? No, yes, I'm a coffee person. Right now I'm on coffee. Give me a few hours, I'll be on red wine. Yeah, so, all right. So anyway, these are awesome. So these are the Crest White Strips. It says removes years of stains. Okay, removes years of stains. Look out. So I'm going to just open one up. I'll show you real quick how it works, but I don't really want to wear it on camera. I got to get my contacts in so I can see up close. So I'm going to open this up. Okay. So I'm nearsighted. So a lot of times people have to put their bifocals on to see up close, but I'm like the opposite. So you just open it up, right? If you've never seen these, this is what it looks like. Can you see that? All right. I'm going to show you just real quick, but then I am, all right. So let's see, where'd my box go? All right. So use once a day for an hour. So you peel, apply, and reveal. So peel, ready? So I'm going to peel it. See this? Gonna peel it off. And it's like invisible, you guys. I don't even know if you'd see it if I did it, but guys, see that? And then you take it, you're gonna laugh. And it's sticky on one side, so the sticky part goes against your teeth, right? Are you guys laughing? See that? And then you just hold it over. Now I'm gonna put my glasses back on so I can see how ridiculous I look. All right, so there you go. There's my upper ones. Now I'm not going to keep them on while I'm on camera. I don't want to swallow it. But my friend does this. My friend does this when she's driving. Like when she has a long drive to go somewhere, she does her Crest White Strips while she's driving. Okay, and I'm not saying you should do that, but I don't think you should be doing it while you're streaming live. But I'm just doing it to show you. So you peel it, and then the little one, sticky on one side, you put it on. And there you go. And then you're going to have really nice white teeth. All right. I'm done being silly, you guys. I can't teach and do that. It's not very attractive. All right. And it has no flavor, by the way. It's not even like it tastes like crust. It has no flavor, right? I don't even have to, it leaves no residue. I don't even need to rinse out my mouth. I just can't talk, right? But again, these little packets, easy to use, and then your teeth are like sparkling white. So when it says gets rid of stains, coffee, even if you drink black coffee, even if you drink red wine, it removes it, I promise you. So that's a must have. Let's see what else. Oh, I got to go get my socks and my table. Let's see what else I got here. It's funny. Oh, I got my hats. All right, hold on. Let me second. I got my hats right over here, you guys. These are so fun for paint parties. Hold on. I got them right here. Oh, did you hear that? So you guys, if you're going to have a paint party, or if you have kids and you want to do a paint party with them, these are super fun. Let me back up a little bit. So these are berets, right? And you plop them on your head, and then they come in different colors. So most of the time when I'm doing a party, I use the red ones, right? But they're all different colors. So everybody can have a different color hat, little beret. See that? So there's the orange. The red is the one that I wear a lot of. Orange, red. So yeah, you'll see my picture a lot if you guys, thanks for following me, by the way. So if you guys follow me, you'll see me a lot in the red beret. Yellow. So I teach all ages and abilities, right? And the kids love wearing these. So a lot of times as a favor, like a party favor, they'll have the hats at the play setting. Or if I do a house party, I'll show you some pictures. Maybe I have pictures here. All right, I don't even know why I'm bothering fixing my hair because I'm going to have to put some more makeup on and come back on later. So pink, again, it comes in a variety of colors, super fun. You get one of each color, right? And then you just let your guests kind of pick out the color, or you put the color where they're sitting, you know what I mean? Like, and then they can just sit wherever their favorite color is. There's a purple. The purple on camera sometimes, does that look purple or does it look brown? Right? And these are wool. And okay, so you guys can see I have little fuzzies on them, but they're really, really fun. Here, I'll put a blue one on to match my dress. How's that? No, I guess I'm in a blue mood today. I got my Tiffany glasses on, my blue beret, my blue dress. All right. Here, I'll show you guys some pictures. Let's see. I have some pictures here. Let's see. I don't know if I have it. Oops, that's not. Well, I'll show you that picture. That's my sister and her friends, and we were doing tie-dyeing. And here's some of our students. These are a lot of the kids that create with me. Some of their artworks. Okay. Again, I just wanted to. What inspires you guys? Isn't that funny? I took my sweater and made an egg with it. Different paintings. I thought I'd have a picture in here of the berets. But these are all the people that have created with me. You guys, this family, they were in South Africa. So when I was telling you when I went live for the first week, I had people from all over the world creating with me. So these are people, again, who have been creating with me since COVID hit. Can you believe it? So a lot of them are creating with me online. See, I'll go step by step and they're at their house creating with me. Look at all of his paintings that he did. Can you believe that? These are all the kids from all over. I thought I'd just share with you some of the little artists that we have. All ages and abilities. We do all different kinds of artworks. We don't want to focus on winter right now, do we? I'm going to have to look later for one of the ones with the hats. Here's me in my hat. Here's me in my orange hat. Right? So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an idea. But I have parties somewhere. Now hold on, I gotta find that picture. So again, different colors. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Okay, hey, I'm back. Look at that. See, that's what I look like when I have makeup on. So maybe I'm gonna, I'll talk a little bit more and then I'll share with you guys I'll have to find some more pictures of the hats. But I do it again, it's super fun with a group of people and everyone has the beret on. It looks really, really cute. So again, it's great for a party favor if you guys have weddings, showers. A lot of times people want me to go to a shower because they want some form of entertainment to keep the people busy. So we can do little, usually little canvases. It could be a little tiny thing or it could be a little bit bigger. But that's what I do, you guys. I am a creator. I create paintings, right? So I have a bunch of paintings. This one I did a little bit ago. This is our summer vacation painting. So again, it's super fun to create. I love teaching people how to paint mostly, but I use every kind of product you can imagine because I'm a certified art teacher. So I like, to explore different things. Oh, I should show you guys my favorite pencils. I'll get back to that. Hold on, let me see what else I got here. Oh, all right. Well, since we were talking about teeth and stains and the crust white strips, are you guys familiar with this? Okay. These are so good. So these are, I thought they were new, but when I say, hey, have you guys tried this stuff? I guess I'm late to the party. 0 sugar, 10 calories. It's got caffeine in it. Okay. It's also got, 120 milligrams of natural caffeine. And what else does it have? It has all kinds of vitamins. It also has no artificial, sorry, I got to put my contacts in so I don't have to keep taking off my glasses. No artificial flavors, 0 synthetic colors, and 0 preservatives. So why I have this here, I was like, oh, I might as well talk about it because I'm going to be streaming all day long and I need energy. So since my coffee's almost gone, in a little bit, I'm going to drink these. So this one is white peach. Love the white peach. So again, it's got 0 calories. Okay. Here, 80% vitamin C. It has vitamin B6, B12. It has potassium and magnesium for hydration. And it has amino acids, which are really important. And then the energy, your energy is 120 milligrams of caffeine from green tea extract and green coffee. Plus you have the vitamin B1 and B2. So it's definitely going to give you energy. There's no protein in here. That's where your other stuff comes in. So there's no protein. This is caffeine. And yeah, 80% of B12. You have 80% of B6. So this is coming. I'm going to take this in a little bit. I just have my coffee, so I can drink some just to show you guys. I won't drink the whole thing. So, because I don't want to get hyper. What happens when I drink too much? You know what happens when I drink too much caffeine? You could probably tell already. I talk fast. Well, my mom's like, how much coffee did you have today? So I'll drink a little bit just so you can see I really do drink this stuff. So it's just like a pop top, right? Did I mention it's carbonated? But not too bubbly. Like I won't belch on the camera. Thank goodness. That would not be appealing, would it? So this, and now that again, I've been drinking it for a little bit, but I was like, hey, you guys got to try this. You can go into the stores now and pretty much find it a lot of places. I get mine on Amazon. The price is really good. It tastes really, really good. This is definitely fresh. This is my favorite. I also, hold on. This is really good. Just tastes like summer. Light, not too sweet, fresh. Tastes really good. $29.99. Okay, you guys look down below. You get 12 16-ounce containers. Okay, and the other one I have the tropical punch. I like the tropical punch too. Maybe I like the peach a little bit better, right? It depends. It depends, but it's not too sweet, right? I cannot take stuff that's too sweet. Really very light, nice, fresh. Maybe you could put a little vodka in it. I don't know. I'm just saying for a summertime cocktail. Maybe I tried that out. I'm just saying. So it's got 10 calories and caffeine. Okay. So natural caffeine, loaded with vitamins, great flavor, nice, fun summer beverage. You could drink it all year long, of course. But again, this is one of my favorite new products. I'm not sure how long it has actually been around. I just found it about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. So I've been drinking it. I can't believe how quick. May, June, July. So that's how long. Love it. Gives me the little burst of energy. Usually I wait till midday. Midday, I usually have one of these. And it's got, what did I say? It's got 10 calories. So this is good if you guys like caffeine. And you guys, I am going to be creating in a little bit. I just wanted to share with you some of my favorite things. I will talk a little bit about some of my favorite art products. Then I'm going to kind of regroup and come back on. So here is one of my favorite marker sets. Okay, so these are Cali Art markers. Why I love them. First of all, the colors are amazing. All right. And they have a dual tip, which means you have a broad tip on one side and a fine tip on the other. If you like to doodle, or if you like to do those little doodle coloring books or Zentangles, these are perfect for that. So there on one side is a wedge tip, which is a broad tip. And then on the other side, you have a fine tip. Do you see the fine tip? Okay, so the fine tip would be really nice for the Zentangles or the doodling, and the broad tip would be nicer to color. So I wanted to share these with you guys because I love them. So I have these here. Again, not everyone always wants to paint. Sometimes people want to keep it simple and mess free. And these are, again, these would be great to travel with because it has this beautiful case. Zips closed, right? So you have a nice zipper closed. It has a handle on it. You can bring it for yourself. Again, if you're going to go spend the day at the beach or the airport. Again, it's just something to keep you busy, keep the kids busy. I probably wouldn't use it with less than 5 years old. It's just because the marker caps, you know, you need a little bit more hand coordination because of the caps. And you don't want, you know, if you don't cap this, it's going to dry out. So the caps are, I would say, first grade and above, but it's definitely a nice quality marker for coloring, drawing, creating. I'm going to share with you guys also where we create a lot. So I use these a lot. So, and I'll just flip through here. Mixed media. So do you know what mixed media means? Mixed media means you can use any supplies. So that means you could use paint, you can use watercolor, acrylic, colored pencil, magic marker. So you can use those markers on this. The paper is super durable. So it's thick, so it won't warp, it won't get wavy. Okay, and you can keep it right in your sketch pad or you can rip it out. And I'll just show you some of the different products that we've done. I'll show you that one in a minute. So here's our little turtle with, I haven't finished, the little mermaid. See the mermaid coming down? This is watercolor and marker. So there's marker and watercolor. This is acrylic, okay? So you can use markers, any kind of product on this. We were doing poison dart frogs. Here's a poison dart frogs I haven't colored yet. Maybe I'll do a little coloring with you guys. Here. Let's see. All right, let's see. So this paper is nice and thick. And there's a perforated edge. So if you, not just this part here on the spiral, but here, and this spiral never catches on me. I hate spirals that do that where they catch on your clothes. But this does not do that. And again, if you want to rip it out, right here, there's a perforated dotted part that you can rip out your page if you want to. These are just a couple of cute little frogs. Last night the frogs were making all kinds of noise. Why do frogs make noise at night? Is it like a love call? When I was a kid, I remember I was holding a frog that I caught in the yard, and one of the boys from the neighborhood is like, "Ew, you're gonna get warts on your hand from holding a frog." Did anyone ever tell you that? So for years, I was scared that I was gonna get these like warts on my hands. No warts on your hands from creating frogs. Maybe put some little spots on them. How's that? I'll have two little frogs, but I just want to show you guys how nice this paper is. So this is a product that I started using when COVID first hit, and I was creating with everybody online every single day. And I was using Canvas because it's what I had. And then I found these on Amazon, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they save space. You know, they're really good quality. I can use any supplies that I want to on them, right? It's very, very nice. And you can use them either horizontal or landscape, or you can make them vertical. Let's see if I have a vertical artwork in here. Oh, here. So not all of them. So here's a nice, they call this portrait or vertical. So not all of them, right, have been colored. But again, I could go back to my Cali art markers. Let's go back to my markers so you guys can see. All right, so here, I just used the fine tip. Now I'm going to use the broad tip, right? So just as an example, this is, hold on, let me get a better color. How about this color? Dual tip, fine tip, wide tip. Ready? So this is, I'm just using the tip. That's how wide it is. I like to combine different colors just to make it a little bit more interesting. So maybe I just do around here with that. And I'll show you the fine tip too. You ready to see the fine tip? Here, actually, let me. So the fine tip would be, again, really nice for details or if you guys are doing some Zen tangles or doodling, but I want to give you an idea. So this is the fine tip. Okay. I'm going to take another color. This is a brighter pink. Probably can't see it on camera. I'm trying to pick the better colors that you guys can see nicely on camera. It comes with like so many colors. Let's see if this one shows up better. Can you see that? The wide tip definitely looks a little bit better on camera. Can you see that one? So you see now it'll be a little bit two-tone because I used a deeper red and then a brighter red. So you don't, I doodle a lot with markers, especially if I'm traveling. It just keeps me busy. If I'm sitting on the beach all day, if I'm in an airport or on an airplane, right? If you have enough room, you just bring this in your carry-on and you can sit there. No smell. Okay, fragrance free, you guys. So this is not going to stink up anything, right? I am very sensitive to smell and fragrance. So yeah, these are really pretty, nice colors. Maybe I'll put one more red in there. So that's let's try one more because I like mixing colors. And I love flowers. Who doesn't love flowers? How are your flowers this summer? It's actually been pretty, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, you guys. It's been pretty dry here. Not a whole lot of rain this summer. I don't want to, jinx it and start the rain, but my lawn is pretty brown. My flowers need some TLC. So you get the idea, right? Pretty, pretty, pretty colors. So again, I wanted you guys to see it comes in a nice zipper bag, great for travel. Bring it around with you guys. Keep it at home, take it on the road. Great to do anywhere. Just really fun and relaxing. And then I have the multimedia pad, which again, you can use markers, you can use crayons, you can use colored pencils. So these are great because they're mixed media. It means you can use any type of product on it and it's not going to buckle or warp. So I have markers. What else do I have in here? So here's a pencil, right? Here's just a pencil drawing. This is acrylics. Okay. All right, and then, so this is a mixed media. That means you can use any kind of supplies on this pad. But then I have the watercolor one. Hold on, I gotta get it. So the watercolor paper is a little bit thicker, right? So I don't know if you've ever used watercolor paints, but because it's so watery, if you're using a really, really thin paper, it's gonna get buckly, okay? So this is, and you guys can tell I use it all the time, but this is thick. So you can use watercolor, you can do it in any format you want. So this is vertical or portrait style. Okay, here's my great blue heron, and this is watercolor paint on the watercolor paper. Rips out very easily. You guys can do several projects on this, and it's just really fun. The color shows up really nicely. And again, it does not warp. So let me get it out of here. So look at this. Okay, it's nice and thick watercolor paper, and it did not go through to the back side. So whether it's for yourself or for kids or if you're a teacher, this is really, really great. Nice, thick. You could pop it in a frame or you can hang it up like this, but it looks really nice. It's just thick, durable watercolor paper. It comes in a pad, works great, just really, really durable, and the color looks really nice on it as well. Is that the, here's the watercolor. Okay, so this is the watercolor, and I did a great blue heron on it. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about those too. So this is, again, the watercolor pad. Hold on, let me hold it up. Watercolor. This one's specifically for watercolor paint because it's a little bit thicker. So the difference between the mixed media and this one is that this one specifically is for watercolor paint, which tends to be more water, this will absorb the watercolor paint more, and it won't buckle. It'll keep it nice and flat, and it will adhere really nicely to it, but it is not going to go through the paper. It will not go through to the back side because it's that thick. You see? So again, this is really, really nice for watercolor paint. All right, now I'm going to talk to you guys about paintbrushes. So I have them right here. These are all-purpose paint brushes, okay? And it says art brushes. You guys can use these for watercolor. You can use them for acrylic. These are, I don't want to say one and done, okay? So they're great for students. They're great for, like, they're not going to last you forever, right? That's why they're $7.99. Okay. What you never want to do, you never want to go buy plastic paintbrushes. Have you ever seen those little cheap plastic paintbrushes that you can get at like a dollar store, or even the drugstore usually has them? But don't buy those. They're plastic. You might as well paint with a straw. You don't want to paint with anything with a plastic bristle. It just won't adhere to the paint unless you're like really doing straw painting, right? So these are really good paint brushes because you have a variety of sizes, including that. And it's just really good for small, quick, easy projects, especially for kids. If you're a novice, I almost sometimes would say they could be disposable, right? You're probably going to get, if you're doing a paint party and you're not going to be painting an awful lot, these are really good to use, again, as you're learning. Their value, $7.99. I would do, again, like a one and done if I'm doing a paint party with my friends and everybody can grab some paintbrushes, or you're going to use them a few times. These are good if you paint every single day. These are not the brushes that I'm going to use every day. This is, again, like a project I would bring with my friends. If I was going to do like a quick paint party, these would be the brushes that I would bring. All right, so let me see I have my apple barrel around here. Hold on real quick. Let's see. You have a blank screen for a minute. All right. Here, I got one of my apple puffs. So, okay, you guys. So here, again, one of my favorite paints, Apple Barrel. $23.84. And you can tell I've been using it. And I have a bunch of them. They're all over the place because I've been creating a lot. But 2-ounce bottles, super easy to use. I always bring the variety pack with me to a paint party. Or again, if I'm hosting a paint party and I have all my friends over, I'll always give them the opportunity to change up the colors and use any colors that they want. And if you guys didn't see before, this one I did yesterday. Okay, so I did this one yesterday. This is our summer beach painting from yesterday. These are acrylic paints. So acrylic paints are non-toxic, water-based, washable, right? Easy to use and fun. So I definitely would get the variety pack with all the colors, and the canvas that I was just holding up, you guys, Sargent 16 by 20. 16 by 20 is my favorite size. I'll hold up a few more. So these are 16 by 20, okay? These are 16 by 20. These are stretched canvas frames. So this is stretched over a frame. You see that? And again, these are just some of my summer ones. I'm doing this one with a group coming up. This one is our beach vacation. Then I have another version of the girls on the beach. These are girls on the beach, right? 16 by 20. You can use them in horizontal or landscape mode. You can use them vertical. And the nice thing about when you're using a variety pack of paint, if you're using, like a variety pack, you can create these paintings with a variety pack and have access to all those different colors. You can also blend your own colors as well and mix. So that's what's so nice about a variety pack. And a stretch canvas, I would always tell people, paint the side of it, paint the side of your canvas. So you could just hang it up on the wall. You see that? You could just hang it up on the wall. It doesn't need to be in a frame. Poof. And, oh yeah. All right, so you guys, let me get my other. Okay, we're going to talk about snowmen because it just happens to be right here. So again, you guys, I like, if I'm doing a project with a pre-traced canvas, I would use a Sharpie. So this way the Sharpie will not bleed into my painting. So I would trace everything out. Sometimes I have the people trace it out, but if I'm doing something like this and it's for a kid's party, they ask me to pre-trace it. I'll use a Sharpie marker. And again, I would trace it onto the canvas. And then when I paint, it won't bleed onto there. So let's see if I have another one. Here's this guy. Here's this girl. So again, these are just some examples of paintings that I have done where I pre-trace it onto the canvas and then I paint over it so it does not bleed. Now I can also, here I'll use this one as an example. This is a watercolor painting. And what I did was I labeled all of the planets with the Sharpie so that when I got the water on it with the Sharpie marker, it did not bleed. So again, these are waterproof. If you're using them in a class setting, so if 25 kids are using them at the same time, crack a window because you do want ventilation. I have very sensitive lungs. I think it's from all the years of art school and all the stuff that we use. So definitely, I don't have a problem if just a few of us are using this, but if you're in a classroom setting, so I'm a certified art teacher. I taught in the city of Cleveland for 20 plus years. And if I was using this with a class, I would have a window crack, just again, for better ventilation. So that is what I'm going to suggest to you guys. All right. And then real quick, I'm going to talk about this deal of the day. If you're not watching on Amazon, you guys come on over to Amazon. So the deal of the day, especially if you have kids, it's this kid's easel. Sorry, you guys, I gotta go. I'm gonna end the stream soon and go put my contacts in, so I have to quit doing this. But anyways, deal of the day, kids easel. Plus, I talked to you guys earlier about, real quick, my favorite products. Let's just go back again. This is why I have on my glasses, you guys. I have on my Tiffany glasses because I got them on Amazon. Oh, let me get rid of my hat. Okay, I'm gonna have to go put some makeup on, put my contacts in, and come back. But Tiffany glasses, found them on Amazon. Awesome. So much less expensive than going to the eye doctor and getting them there. I did not even know that Tiffany made glasses, but Tiffany makes glasses. They're super pretty, super comfortable. They have this classic Tiffany light blue color. It says Tiffany and Company on the side. I love the way they fit. I can see great, except up close because I need bifocals and I'm not getting them yet. I'm not getting bifocals yet. So mine are just your classic lens that the eye doctor did. I got my frames on Amazon. I took them to the eye doctor. The eye doctor put the lenses in. I'm good to go. So now, again, I tend to wear my contacts a lot, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to get a really nice frame that I like that I will wear more often. As I've gotten a little bit older, I have noticed that I need to not wear my contacts quite as often, right? My eyes need a break. They need oxygen. So I have to not wear my contacts 24/7. So I said, I'm going to get a nice pair of glasses. So I'm loving these Tiffany glasses. Again, who knew Tiffany made glasses? I know Tiffany and, breakfast at Tiffany's and that kind of stuff, but I had no idea that they made glasses. So I'm thrilled with them. You guys, today, I'm going to finish this while we're on here. Today, you guys, get this. Get this while you can. Super good collagen powder. I got to finish my coffee too. Add it to anything. It has no flavor, colorless, tasteless, light. It has protein. It has collagen. I notice a huge difference. I love it. You guys, thanks so much for following me. I'm Denyse with Artist at Heart. I am going to go put my contacts in, change. This is my Amazon dress too. So one more time, I'll show you actually I should click it one more time. My Amazon dress before I go change. So this is my Amazon dress. It goes to my knees. Can you see that? Right? Great for summer. I like to wear things with a sleeve in the summertime because then I'm not freezing if I'm in a place that's air conditioned and it's ice cold. So breathable, soft, stretchy, comfortable, right? So I can actually go out and have a meal and not worry. It's flattering. It's a cool color. It comes in different colors too. Oh yeah, and it ties in the back. Okay, so I'm going to go change my clothes, put my contacts in. I'll come back in a little bit and I'm going to start creating with you guys. So thanks again for watching. I'm Denyse with Artist at Heart, and I'm going to see you again real soon. Thanks.